Hello, my name is nmaykitchens. I'm used to being called Nicole. I am from Jackson, Mississippi, and I also currently reside in Jackson, Mississippi. I'm an only child. I have a mom and dad, and they are still alive and doing well in the Brandon area. I grew up in Jackson. I graduated in 1991 from high school, attended Hines Community College for 2 years, and enrolled in Mississippi State University in 1993 as a college junior. My declared major was in agricultural extension education with a leadership option in forestry and wildlife. My then career aspirations were to graduate first and foremost with my degree and either obtain employment as an agricultural extension agent or obtain enough hours as a wildlife biologist to work in research and wildlife studies. Those aspirations fell short, however. In 1994, I dropped out of school and moved to southern Alabama. I became employed in the hunting industry. I designed a camouflage clothing pattern and marketed it for several years successfully. During that time, I also farmed and ranched cattle, horses, and trained hunting retrievers and pointers for down game. After 7 years of doing so, I took my operation to the northwest corner of Montana and bought a small ranch in the corner of the Kootenai National Forest where I continued to ranch and farm until it got too cold and I moved back to Mississippi, which was home. Upon doing so in 2000, I became gainfully employed with the U.S. Department of Agriculture, U.S. Forest Service for the National Forest in Mississippi. I have been employed as an assistant fire management officer, and my current title is fire management planner, fire training and prevention officer for the National Forest in Mississippi. I've been doing so for the past 6 years as a fire planner, and my current daily activities include writing land management plans and technical papers that involve the control of wildland fire as well as the application of prescribed fire on our national forest lands. As a prevention officer, I am lucky to speak to educational groups, particularly children and local publics, about the need to control campfires, wildland fires, but also that not all fire is bad, that prescribed fire is good, and when used as an appropriate management tool, we can reduce our fuel loadings in our forest and control wildland fires. I also work as a fire training officer for our forest, where I'm responsible for implementing our yearly fire academy. I also serve on a national Type 1 interagency incident command team that gets dispatched out yearly to respond to and manage Type 1 floods, disasters, hurricanes, tornadoes, and of course wildland fires. My primary position on this team is to serve as the primary training specialist, where I get to work one-on-one as what has been described as a high school guidance counselor for firefighters in my position, but I get to work with fire personnel and firefighters to help them get the quality training assignment that they need while on that incident, sometimes 14 to 21 days at a time, 16-hour days in a stretch, to better advance themselves in their career goals and where they need to be. As our forest training officer and implementing our training academy every year, I've served as a facilitator, a teacher, and an instructor, which means I have to get up in front of large groups of people. I do not enjoy this, but I have to do it. I prefer to work one-on-one with people, one-on-one or either in small groups. As a former wildland firefighter for 11 years, I'm very good at working on teams and working in small groups. I have no problem with the diversity of working with diverse characters, but I see myself not as the leader, but rather as the person who is the follower or sits back and offers advice when necessary. I listen and I observe. I don't take charge as other people would who have more developed leadership skills. I've currently decided to make a career change next month After 11 years of working with the Forest Service, I have accepted a new job with our sister U.S. Department of Agriculture agency, the Natural Resources Conservation Service. I will be starting my career over as a soil conservation technician, where I will be going out and working with land managers and property owners to implement the NRCS practices to their property. Whether those practices are terracing, sloping, farming, installing greenhouses, putting ponds, wells in, managing cattle, crops. Because my passion has always been in agriculture, I'm willing to take the risk at my age and mid-career to start over to pursue my passions. Another reason that I am starting over with NRCS is that I'm a newlywed of 6 months. I married in November of last year. My new job will be in Starkville, Macon, and Columbus as an NRCS technician, but my husband is employed at Mississippi State University as an associate professor in the College of Forest Products. He is very supportive of my returning to school and completing my degree nearly 20 years later. So I feel like I'm going to have the best of both worlds to A, complete my degree, which I've so longed for all of these years, and B, move over into my passion, which is agriculture, and I couldn't ask for more. This course is required in my curriculum of study. I greatly need to develop my talking points and my skills. I look forward to working with the other students that will be online. I have taken online courses before, which started in January of this year. And it is hectic to keep up a pace of working full-time and also taking courses online. I'm taking 9 hours this summer semester and will be taking 12 in the fall. But the passion is worth putting the effort forth. And also, I did order my book on Monday, and it did not come in until yesterday evening, so I found myself late trying to catch up on the discussion post and the syllabus quiz, which I missed. But I promise that I do try to work really hard and maintain on-time schedules with all of my assignments that are due. So I look forward to taking this class. Thank you very much.